Do you find yourself stressing out over your childcare business's marketing? Are you tired of empty places, low enrollment, low cash flow, and all the stress that comes along with all of that? Hey friend, welcome to the Childcare Business Marketing Made Easy podcast. You know God called you into childcare, but let's face it, you're no marketing expert. That's where I come in. My name is Rizakos, an educator by trade, certified business coach, and marketing expert. I started my own childcare center back in 2003 with zero business knowledge. I knew working with kids was my calling in life, but trying to figure out marketing, well, that was a whole other story. And the truth is, I struggled. I struggled for a long time to fully book my program until I started to learn online marketing strategies that helped me get my program on the map, fully booked, and thriving. Fast forward to today, I own a marketing agency that helps childcare business owners from all over the world with their marketing. Imagine running an amazing fully booked program, never having to stress over enrollment or low cash sales. Grab a piece of paper and a pen and let me show you how easy marketing can be. Hey friend, welcome back to another episode. So today I have something really special that I wanted to talk about in this episode. It's actually a free resource that I created and updated that is going to definitely help you make sure that you are on track with your marketing. I call it the Complete Marketing Audit Checklist for Busy Childcare Business Owners. So before I dive into that and tell you all about how to get your copy for free, I want to make sure that you know that I do offer free marketing strategy calls. For the month of September, I have a few spots available. So what that is basically is if you are a childcare business owner, whether you want to start a brand new business or whether you've been in business for a while and you're struggling to get the word out on your program, you're struggling with low enrollment, you feel like you're spending all this time trying to get noticed and it's not working, then I'd love to connect with you. I do offer free strategy calls. So what that is basically is we're just going to hop on a very casual 20-minute video call and we're going to talk about your marketing. And by the end of the call, hopefully you'll have a clear step-by-step plan to follow to make sure you know exactly why your strategy isn't working and what types of things to put in place in order to be able to get your program on the map and get it seen by more local moms and dads. If you want to book a call, all you have to do is go to the link in the show notes, childcarebusinessmarketing.com/application, and you answer a few questions, and then you get to choose a time and a date that works best for you in the calendar, and then do the most important thing, show up, and we'll take it from there. So let's dive into this marketing audit checklist for busy childcare business owners. So when I first started my business, I wish someone had given me this document to make sure I knew exactly what types of things to be focusing on, right? I was all over the place. I had no clue about marketing, strategy. I mean, that wasn't even a part of my lingo at the time. At the time, I was just trying to survive, and I thought that by being amazing with kids and running a good program, that was enough. And obviously it wasn't, because competition was a real thing, and I had to get okay with feeling uncomfortable with tech and reaching out for help and learning new things that were working in order to be able to grow my business. So I wish someone had handed me this over and said, here you go, Christina, this is what you have to do. So what I think you're going to enjoy with this marketing checklist is that not only is it like a written checklist that you can download and print out and use, there's also links to videos and tutorials to watch, because obviously some of the things that I'm going to share with you are a little bit more technical. And I want to make sure that you have the resources to put these things in place. So not only are you learning about it, just by reading them, but you can actually implement and take action. If you haven't noticed, I am a huge action taker, and I love people that have a problem, they reach out for help, but then they do the work. That's the most important part. A lot of people reach out for help, but life happens, and the enemy gets in the way. They just forget all about it, and they feel like they can't do it on their own, and then they just keep struggling with their business, thinking that that's normal. And it does not have to be your reality. In fact, it shouldn't be your reality, right? You were meant to work with young children, to run a thriving business, to serve your community. So you have to make sure that you're taking action every time you're learning something new. So let's get started. So once you download the document, you'll see the beginning. There's a little bit of text about me and my background, and then there's a link that you can watch where there's a free coaching session that I recorded just for you. So it's about an hour long, and what I do basically is I walk you through the entire checklist, step by step, and I dive deeper into what the lingo means, because I know that, a lot of you are going to download this, and as soon as you open it, you're going to say, what does this mean? I got no idea what this means. She's crazy. And you're just going to go on with your day. So I wanted to make sure that I made this as simple as possible for you. And I actually recorded a 1-hour coaching session where I walked you through the complete strategy so that you know exactly what everything means, right? So what that looks like is you're going to have your checklist open on, let's say, on one window, or you can print it out, and then you'll have my face in a video, and I'm going to be going through the exact same checklist that you're holding in your hands so that you know exactly what everything means. So you'll feel like I'm right there with you, kind of guiding you through this, right? But in a nutshell, I wanted to talk a little bit about the different areas that you're going to learn a little bit more about, so that you can get excited about the checklist and that you can actually download it, right? So the first part, I focus on local visibility. What that means basically is making sure that before you do anything else in your business, before you start posting or putting up websites or creating content on social media or paying for ads, that you're sure that you've done the easiest job, which is making sure that you are found locally, that you're visible. Okay, a lot of the times we think, well, I've been in business for 10 years, people should know that I exist. No, they don't, right? Over the last 2 years, people have been cooped up in their homes. A lot of things have changed. A lot of people are working more in the home now. A lot of family schedules have definitely been shifted around. So assuming that someone knows that you exist just because you've been open for 10 years, well, that doesn't really make sense anymore, right? Parents move, families move to new areas, there's new developments always in communities. Parents are busy, they're driving their kids to school, to work, this and that. So, you can't just think that someone knows that you exist just because you've been open for a long time. Now, this really does apply to any type of childcare business, whether you're, online, whether you are a home daycare, whether you're running a daycare in a commercial setting. It doesn't really matter. People are busy, and people are not like looking around when they're like walking or driving to work, right? They just want to get to where they need to be, and that's about it. So we need to make this as easy as possible. And I gave you some pointers as to what types of things to focus on when it comes to local visibility that do not cost a penny, okay, which is always fun. Part 2, we're going to focus more on your online presence, your online visibility, right? So this is where things get a little bit more technical, a little bit more complicated, but don't worry. Again, I have this training for you. So if you download this checklist, all you have to do is click on the links, and then you'll be able to learn a little bit more about how to set certain things up. Okay. So I walk you through your website, what types of things to make sure you have in place. I'll walk you through your CRM, your email list, your pop-up forms, and I really want to make sure that you know exactly what all this means, right? So that you can go ahead and do this and implement this for your business and set this up for your website, for example, right? So, you'll see like there's like, a statement. So my website has a pop-up form so that I can begin collecting emails, right? So then there's 2 little boxes. It's either a yes or a no. If it's a yes, amazing, you can move on. If it's a no, well, you need to get to work on creating or adding a pop-up form, for example, on your homepage, so that clients can get to give you their name and their email to stay connected with you, right? So it's really, really simple, you guys. I have simplified this as much as I possibly could, okay? Part 3, well, we dive deeper into Facebook, because you don't need to be on Facebook every single day, posting all day long, but I do believe that, as a smart business owner, you need to have some type of presence on Facebook or Instagram, because let's face it, most of your clients are probably hanging around online anyways these days, and they're usually either on Facebook or on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, whatever. So you have to make sure that you have some type of presence online, and that you're leveraging these platforms properly, right? So for example, the first statement is, I have created a Facebook business page. Real simple. It's either a yes or a no. The next statement is, I have linked my business IG and Facebook accounts, right? Is that a yes or a no? So you know that if you check off no, well, you need to go, into your ads, your publishing tools, and then you need to connect to those 2 platforms together. And then I give you some other things that you have to look at to make sure that you are using these platforms with intent. Okay, so I do the same thing for your Instagram account because it's really important, I believe, to be found on both of these platforms. Part 5, I dive deeper into paid advertisement, into local groups, but as well as paid traffic when it comes to Facebook ads. So I don't necessarily show you how to set up an actual Facebook ads campaign, but I do have links with tutorials that I have already recorded for clients that I want to give you access to so that you know exactly what everything means. For example, one of the statements is I have set up my business manager, my ad account, and I have installed my Facebook pixel successfully, right? You're probably thinking, what does that mean? No worries, I have tutorials. So if you click on the link, you'll open up another window and you'll have a tutorial where I basically walk you through what that means and I show you how to do it so that you know how to do this on your own, right? Real simple, extremely, extremely valuable. And lastly, I walk you through your tour process because, yes, it's important to know exactly how to optimize your website, how to create content, how to set up your, Facebook business page, but it's also important to know exactly how to convert a mom and dad that's never heard of you into a paying client, right? And we do that with our tour processes. We have to treat that as an income generating task so that not only are we attracting more eyeballs and that we're getting people in the door, but we actually know once they're in the door and they meet us for the first time, well, how to convert them into a paying client with having a clear tour process, some type of procedure to follow, and obviously a sales pitch that really resonates with a mom and dad and makes them feel something so that they can feel like they know you, like you, and trust you so that they can say, yes, this is the center for my child. Awesome stuff. I'm really excited about it. I just tweaked it so it's really updated, the latest version. I hope that you take me up on my offer and you download this for free and that you click the links and that you watch and you just devour this information because it is going to help you with your marketing, I promise. The link to get a copy, childcarebusinessmarketing.com/checklist, free to download, free to implement. Make sure that you check your all your folders in your inbox. Sometimes they like hiding in your other folder, so you want to make sure that you check all your folders so that you can get access to the PDF and then just get to work and really just start feeling empowered with your marketing. I hope this episode helped. I hope you take me up on my offer and download the complete marketing audit checklist. Other than that, I hope that this episode blesses you and your business. And as always, I will see you in a few days. I hope that this episode blesses you and your business. I know that if you are in this business of early childhood education, it is because you are a truly special human being. God has given you amazing talents and skills, and now you get to serve local families with your unique talents and gifts. Do me a favor, if you found value in this episode, make sure you hop on over to wherever you're listening to this podcast from and leave me a review. I would truly appreciate it. And if you're still looking for marketing help, I host a live marketing bootcamp every single month for childcare business directors from all over the world, where I show them how to brand their programs, how to attract local families, and how to put a tour process together. Details are in the show notes.